Hi, this is Cris Putnam. I'm the co-author of Petrus Romanus and Exo-Vaticana with Tom Horn. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about what Roman Catholics call the miracle of the sun that happened in Fatima, Portugal in 1917. Now, you've probably heard a lot of controversy about the secrets of Fatima, and these are channeled visions given to a group of 3 young children, supposedly from the Virgin Mary. Now, what makes this event really famous, though, is that a huge crowd of people, they say up to 70,000 people saw what they call the miracle of the sun. Now, I'd like to kind of debunk that a little bit because this didn't have anything at all to do with the sun. Okay, let's think about this logically. The Earth rotates around the sun. It's attracted by the sun's gravity. That's what causes the solar system to function. All the planets are pulled in by the sun's gravity. Now, if the sun moved, just think about it. It would cause chaos in the entire solar system. If the sun danced in the sky, the Earth would probably be destroyed. All the life on the Earth would be destroyed just from the gravitational forces. The whole solar system would be in a disarray. And it's also pretty clear, if it was the sun moving in the sky, why did only the people in Portugal see it? Why was it only visible in Fatima? The sun is visible all around the whole planet, at least half the planet, for 12 hours each day. So obviously, we're not talking about the sun really dancing in the sky the way many Catholics try to say it. What you see when you read the descriptions of what happened in 1917 in Fatima, Portugal, is descriptions of a gray disk moving around in the sky and kind of shooting out a rainbow of colors. So some people say maybe an opaque sphere, but what we see sounds much more like what people describe in UFO encounters than it does the actual sun moving in the sky. And the event in the sky certainly has nothing to do with the mother of Jesus, Mary. I'll just read a brief description of one of the eyewitnesses that was there. It says, the sun appeared as a disk of brilliant silver, a weird disk that turns rapidly in its own axis and casts off beams of colored lights in all directions. Shafts of red light shot out from the rim of the sun and colored the clouds, the earth, the trees, the people. Then shafts of violet, blue, yellow, and other colors followed in succession. So this is the sort of thing that they're calling the miracle of the sun. Now, maybe this disk flew in front of the sun or into the sun, but the sun itself did not move. Another fact that sort of undermines some of the claims that go along with the Fatima vision that they take so seriously, you think about, why does this entity always choose impressionable young children as the ones who convey the content? I think that's suspicious. It may be that they're innocent, that's what many of them would say, but they're also gullible. And if you read the history of this account, what happened in October of 1917 when 70,000 people witnessed this was really the third apparition sighting. There were several others before that were less dramatic, but still quite a few people saw them. I think they think the second one, up to 30,000 people might have witnessed that, and it was similar. And then there was a smaller one before that. But before any of those, these children had sort of been lured into some kind of relationship with a spiritual entity, and it did not call itself Mary in the beginning. According to the accounts that I've studied, it was an angel, and it asked them to offer sacrifices to it. And these are really problematic in light of the theology that we see in our Bible in the book of Hebrews that says that these sorts of sacrifices and offerings are finished, that Christ was the ultimate sacrifice for our sins. And the idea that this entity was having these children worship it, I think is very problematic. In the book of Revelation, in the final chapter, John wants to bow down to the angel, and the angel says, no, I'm like you, don't worship me. So an angel or an entity that would accept worship without pointing to God, I think is probably a fallen entity, not the sort of one that we should trust to draw theological conclusions from. And for this reason, the entire vision of Fatima, it has much more similarity to a modern UFO sighting, a mass UFO sighting, a lot of people, a lot of eyewitnesses, than it does anything to do with biblical theology or the mother of Jesus. So I just wanted you to be aware of that and think about that critically, and you can engage your Catholic friends that believe in the miracle of the sun, and ask them some questions. How could the sun move in the sky without destroying the solar system and things like that? And I think that will help you in your witness, and perhaps we can lead some people out of error and into the truth in these last days.